Sean Sheehan here for Severe MMA with Ian Garry before he's fighting Matthias Figlak in Cork here on November 9th. Ian, the last time I talked to you, you weren't too sure about Cork. You said maybe London, maybe somewhere else. You're fighting in Cork. How did it come about?
Well, it made sense. Like, you're talking about one of the biggest prospects in Ireland. Made sense. I would have liked to have been on London because it's a team thing as well as a singular sport, and I would have liked to have been on the same card as James. And I don't know, I just like going over to London. I think it's like kind of the novelty of flying away and going over. But I have to build up the Irish brand and show everyone that I'm one of the best fighters in the country. So if I have to fight in Cork, I'll fight in Cork. I don't really care. I'll fight in London 2 weeks after if I have to as well. But no, I'm delighted to be on the card now. It's going to be 3-0 now for the end of the year when I win this fight and finish it off with a good year.
Obviously, you talked there about the Irish fan base, and over the years, Cage Warriors has been the place if you're an Irish fighter and you want to get to the UFC. At the moment, the only Irish-born fighter in the UFC is Conor McGregor. Mm-hmm. So is that what kind of you want? You want to get through Cage Warriors? You want to get to the top of Cage Warriors and get straight to the UFC? Is that your destiny over the next couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not their first project. I mean, they've done this time and time and time again. They're the best place on the planet to do it. If you can show me anywhere else that provides a better platform to get to UFC, then show me it. But I'm not going to go anywhere else bar Cage Warriors to the UFC. That's my goal. That's my route. It's mapped out in front of me. I'll just beat everyone that's put in front of me, and that's how I get there. Just win, perform, show how good of a fighter I am. Just do everything I have to do and just beat anyone that's put in front of me. I don't say no. I'll just do what I have to do. But yeah, Cage Warriors have shown time and time again that they're the best place on the planet to get you to the UFC. I mean, what are they at, 93, 94 now? Tom Aspinall just got signed. Jack Shore goes in there, was the last one, the last signed active fight. Went in, Cage Warriors champion, stood up, went in against a guy, I think it was 11-3. Went in, dominated. So they build you to get you ready for that stage. And then it just goes in and proves how good they are when he goes in with a performance like that. They're not just building fighters to get them there. They're building them to surpass that level. So when you're looking at fighters like Jack Shore, who's going in as Cage Warriors champion, goes in and then dominates in the UFC in his debut, it's pretty clear.
See, a lot of maybe the other Irish fighters coming up now are obviously going to Bellator and stuff, and a lot of people saying Bellator paying more money than Cage Warriors. I know even Graham Boylan here listens to us in the background, you might like that, but there's a route there, and there's an argument that get in there, get your money early. It's a short career. You're not going to be having that many fights. Even if you fight for the rest of your career and become a UFC champion, you might only have 30 fights. Is there anything to be said for that, dude? Should you be giving your boss a bit of a tub there saying give you a bit more money right now?
No, I shouldn't. No. If you want to fight for Bellator, off you go. It's going to be a short career.
Why'd you say that?
You're shite. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be one of the best fighters in the world. You're in there to get paid. If you're in there to get paid, that's not what this game's about. This game's about fighting. Of course, it's prize fighting at the end of the day. And look, if you're getting 20 grand for a fight as opposed to 5 grand for a fight, for example, it's pretty easy which one you're going to want to take. But then again, how many fights is that 20 grand going to last for? 1, 2, 3? How many fights are you going to get a year? Are you going to be able to move up in wage? If you go to UFC, like what's it, 10-10 for your first fight? And then the better you do, the more money you get. I'll take that option. I'll take the UFC over Bellator. No one wakes up going, oh, I want to fight for Bellator. That's my dream. No, it's not. UFC is the dream. If you don't aim for UFC, that's like a footballer going, I want to play for Barnsley. That's my dream. I want to play for Barnsley. Not Liverpool, not United, Barnsley. All right, off you go. If that's your dream, go ahead. But look, Bellator are doing good things. They're bringing MMA to Ireland. They're doing a good scene. Do you know what I mean? That this European show they're doing, it's brilliant. They're getting a lot of credit for it. Like, I've got to give them. They're marketing it well. They're doing it all well. They're selling out the Tree Arena. You've got to give them credit for that. They're putting on mismatches fights. They're building up the Irish crowd. That, like, if you put two fat fellas in that ring, right? They're going to spark and they're going to sell out because Irish people love drinking and they love fighting. Okay, so it's not really that hard. But, like, if you want to go to Bellator, off you go. UFC is the place where I want to be, and that's where all the best fighters on the planet is, bar the exception of a couple of fighters. For example, Douglas Lima. Like, Bellator don't have the roster that the UFC do. And, like, there's always going to be that kind of blemish on your career if you're in Bellator. Like Ben Askren as an example. Went to Bellator, undefeated, champion. Went to 1FC, undefeated, champion. Goes to the UFC, basically loses 3 fights in a row. Do you know what I mean? Got battered by Robbie Lawler, sparked against Masvidal, and then subbed out by Damian Maia. It just shows the UFC are the best promotion on the planet. And then on the reverse side of that, Demetrius Johnson goes and wins the one title. It just shows that's where the best fighters are on the planet. And if that's not my dream, then I might as well stop now. And there's more money to be made in a normal job. A normal 9-to-5 job, sitting at a desk, 40 grand a year, 50 grand a year, work your way up. There's more money to be made in that in fighting. If you're talking about low level. So I might as well just quit now if my goal is to go for Bellator. But it's not. I want to be a world champion in the UFC. I want to be a world champion in Cage Warriors. I'm 21 years of age. I'm in no rush. I could fight for the next 3-4 years in Cage Warriors and end up 15-20-0 before I step to UFC. Now that's not going to happen because by the time I get to 8-9-0, my hype will be huge, hopefully. But that's the plan, is to take my time, build up the fan base I need, build up the hype I need, and then move to the UFC and then just do exactly what I'll be doing in Cage Wars, winning, putting on a show, and just being me, having fun.
So like right now, obviously with a lot of those fighters in Bellator, it's very hard to bring a UFC card back to Ireland right now because, you know, when they go to Sweden, they're going to have Swedish fighters. They go to anywhere, they have the fighters from that country. Okay, we have all the
fighters or something else.
What do you mean?
Would you say that that's down to all the fighters that they'd want to fight for Bellator, or would you say that's down to maybe something else?
I don't know. No, but my point here is the card actually, like,
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, say it if you want to say it.
No, I'm not going to throw shade at anyone. Everyone knows what that means. If you know, you'll know. But like, it makes sense that they'd fight for Bellator when they're going to be coming out twice a year, 3 times a year as they've promised. But like, if the UFC come back and you say no to the UFC, quit fighting.
But do you want to bring the UFC back? Like my point there is,
yeah, that if I do everything that it's in my head and I become the Cage Warriors champion, maybe I step up and win the middleweight just to show everyone that I can do it when I'm fat as well. I'll do that. Maybe we'll see. James Webb, I'm coming for you. Don't worry.
Next Rashad versus John Jones.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I could never do that. I love him too much. But then like if I do that and I build up enough hype, what's to stop me bringing them back to Dublin? The only person that done it was Conor. Look at Darren Till in Liverpool. He brought them. Now, do you know what I mean? He's bringing them back to England. Now, if I can do that in the Tree Arena, that's a dream. It's a dream come true. Why wouldn't you want to fill out a stadium in your home country, basically my hometown, because I live 10 minutes away from here? Why wouldn't I want to? So I mean, that's have 8,000 people there just for me, but you have a legit card on where it's no mismatches. It's lads are going in there they could lose, and it's just the best promotion on the planet. Of course, I'd want to do that. That's a dream come true, but that's a long way away. That's at least 3-4 years down the line. But yeah, that is something I'd love to do. I'd love to bring UFC back here. Obviously, that's not in the near future, but it's something in my mind.
I've talked to you before about, you know, coming up through the ranks, and obviously you're only 2-0 now, so looking ahead to your fight coming up here in less than 2 weeks' time. Yeah, Eddie's feel like watching a bit of him last night. He reminds me a little bit like of you in that he's a big guy, blonde, good-looking guy, and
I don't know if I'd say good-looking. Not when you're coming up against me. Maybe against everyone else, but just not against me.
But he's a kind of a big athletic guy. And
he looks very athletic. He looks good. He looks like no disrespect to him. He looks like he's more or less the same style as me, just I don't think he's as good. And that's not being disrespectful to him, that's just my mindset. I just don't see a path to victory for him. I don't like, what's he going to do, come in and take me down? I bet you I'm a better grappler. If he's not going to stand up and stand me on the feet, I guarantee that. So I guarantee his game plan is probably to come out, throw a couple of shots, get the hands up, go for the takedown, and try to stall it out. It's not going to happen. But like, he does look very like me. He's tall, athletic. If you want to say good looking, you can say good looking. I mean, I look in the mirror every day, so I wouldn't call him good looking. But no, it should be a good fight. And like, obviously he's 2-0. That's 2 undefeated fighters I'll fight in a row now, and then finishes off the year good. Then 3-0, maybe. I threw Ian a text a couple of weeks ago saying, "Is there any chance of a 13-day turnaround?" The boss is there. I don't think there will be a chance of a 13-day turnaround. But look, if I get out unscathed first round, if I make enough noise, maybe it might happen. Finish the year off 4-0, but I'm happy. I wanted 4 or 5 fights. Obviously, the dropout at Night of Champions was a setback, but it's not a big deal. Like, as I said, I'm in no rush. I'd rather fight twice a year and build myself personally than rush it, because you see too many people build themselves up too fast to fall, where I'd rather take my time, do this right, and then succeed. Whereas the last thing I want to do is have a load of hype thrown behind me, get in there against a good fighter, and then get smoked. Yeah, that's not what I'm about. I'd rather fight twice a year, build myself up, and then show that I'm the real deal.
Really looking forward to the fight down in Cork in 2 weeks' time. Ian Garry, thanks very much for your time today. Thanks.